get your praise from someone else.
I made no promises.
One kiss is all it takes. If a girl touch me nah say me nah be that.
Tell when you are buying new, be more careful, do you can find it.
Stay connected all day, every day. WhatsApp us anytime. 727-4474. The Wave, 94.5 and 93.7 FM. The home of modern music.
Get your praise from someone else.
I made no promises.
One kiss is all it takes. If a girl touch me nah say me nah be that.
Tell when you are buying new, be more careful, do you can find it.
Stay connected all day, every day. WhatsApp us anytime. 727-4474. The Wave, 94.5 and 93.7 FM. The home of modern music.
Get your praise from someone else.
I made no promises.
One kiss is all it takes.
Thanks for listening to The Wave.
And a big thank you for tuning in and joining us. It's Tuesday, which means it's another episode of Behind the Business. And that's brought to you compliments Quartz Ready Cash. If you're struggling because you don't have enough money, especially now we're back to school, you got to get the books, you got to get the uniforms, you got to get everything ready. Quartz Ready Cash is here for you with the money that you need. You can get up to $20,000 and no deposit is required. Plus, the service is fast and hassle-free. We're talking same-day approval. You just need one form of a government ID, a job letter, recent salary slip, and a utility bill, and you're good to go. You can give them a call at 457-8100, or you can visit their website, readyfinancecaribbean.com, or visit any branch and get the cash you need. Quartz Ready Cash, ready when you are. All right, so today we're going behind the business of MAP Services, SLU. MAP Services was established in March 2021. Ooh, it's a baby. And is set to become one of the leading delivery and courier companies on the island, specializing in food delivery, flour delivery, package delivery, cylinder delivery. Ooh, that's convenient. Private transfer and courier services. No matter where on the map, we get it there. MAP Services SLU. We have one of the owners in with us today, Tamika Celestin. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And we're very excited to chat with you today about MAP Services SLU. Before we get into the company itself, just tell us a little bit about yourself, Tamika.
Okay, well, my name is Tamika Celestine. I am originally from Vieux-Fort, but I reside in Castries many years now. I have a business and financial background. I have a bachelor's degree in business management, and I worked at the bank for a while.
All right. You have the experience under your back. And
yes.
I mean, you look quite young, Tamika. I don't know if you want to give us your age, but...
A lady is not supposed to tell her age, but
exactly.
I'm younger than I look. I turned 26 this year.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that's great. I mean, you've been able to achieve a lot during that time in terms of, like you said, you have your bachelor's degree already. You have experience working in the bank and all of that. So it's great. You're moving quite quickly up the ladder.
Not as quickly as I would like, but yes.
Well, that's good. You're motivated to move even further, and now you could say you're a business owner.
Yes,
Is this your
can.
first business to date?
Yes.
All right. So tell us a little about why you decided to actually start a business, because this one seems it seems, I wouldn't say complicated, but it seems like it's multifaceted in terms of all the services that you could provide and the startup and everything. What made you want to start off and have your own business in the first place and not stay in corporate St. Lucia?
Okay. I am still in corporate St. Lucia,
Okay.
so I have 2 jobs.
You have 2 jobs.
Just throwing
Wow.
out there. Hi to my co-workers. They're listening. So The idea wasn't originally mine.
Okay.
It was my partner's idea, and he just wanted to do cylinder delivery because he always used to see, I used to see as well, but I am mobile, so not as much as him. Persons having an empty cylinder and having to take the bus to go purchase a cylinder, and then when you come back now, it's a hassle to actually go on the bus with the cylinder. Some of the drivers, they even charge you for the cylinder, so you have to pay for a seat for your cylinder. You know, he had the idea for about 2 years, always talking about it. I didn't take it seriously until COVID hit, and then one day I'm like, well, you know what, why not? So I told him, well, cylinder delivery alone will not sustain us. That's no. So I had to figure out ways and other services to provide to be able to actually make a living off of that. So that's what I did. I added food delivery, I added courier services, I added so many different things, and all of it just tied in to make map services.
Map services. I like the name though. So did you actually, when you started the business, did you all start doing just the cylinders and then you expanded doing the other services?
The cylinder, that was our very first thing. We expanded right away, but that's what people knew us for. That was our first customer was a cylinder delivery.
Right.
For the first month, that's all we did, cylinder deliveries. And then in April, more services, people started to recognize more services and call for other things besides cylinder delivery.
All right. Now the startup for this one seems a little bit expensive. Price wise, because you would need a vehicle to get the orders delivered, especially with the gas tanks. Was it only the small cylinders that you would cater to?
Yes, we only cater to small cylinders, which is 20 and 22 pounds, because the fuel businesses on island, they already deliver their own 100-pound cylinders.
Right.
So we don't do that. We just do small cylinders.
All right. So the niche market there was the small cylinders. So you started with that, but so you had to recognize that you needed a vehicle for transportation.
Yes.
and all of that.
Thankfully, I already had a vehicle. My partner and I, we already had a vehicle, so that was easy. The next thing we had to do was get a bike. A good thing again, thankfully, his brother assisted, so he sent one down for us from England, and that was how we got our bike. And I already had my own means of transport before, so that's what we were using.
Right. Now, just the fact that you had to get the bike, and I mean, that already is an expense. There's wear and tear on your vehicle also. I mean, it's still a courageous step to say, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to go through the expenses. And now you literally had to sit and wait for people to want to use your service. So what was that experience? Was it a little nerve-wracking for you?
Very, not a little, because I had to wait. And like, the thing about starting a business is that you have to advertise. People don't know, and you have to want to show them why they want to use your service.
Right.
So waiting for the call. The first day I got the call, I will kid you not, I jump up and down. I did, because I was so happy. And the first thing I wanted to know was, how did you find out about us? Like, you know, is my marketing efforts working? Because my marketing background is not strong. So am I doing something right? So it was nerve-wracking, very.
Right. Now, I'm happy you mentioned that, because not everybody has those strong points. Your strong points are more business-minded, but not necessarily with the marketing. And you know, now everything is on social media, and you have to ensure that you stand out with the algorithms throwing everything off and all that. So how were you able to come up with a marketing plan, if you did have one, to get the business out there?
Well, honestly, at first I just winged it. But that was like for the first month, I just winged it, and my friends so supportive. I thank God for them every day. They were just sharing and sharing and sharing. That's all they would share. I mean, people were probably getting tired of seeing it, but that's all we did. And then I just started to do a more focused campaign, whereas I would pay for ads, I would shoot content and show what we actually do. And someone helped me. Her name is Shireen. She owns Blue Media Marketing. She did a social media course with me for free, because I couldn't afford it yet.
Nice. All right.
And she showed me the niche, and you know, she helped me out a lot. And then from there, it just started to go really well.
Nice. All right. So that you developed the skills while you were going through the experience. So after that first call, you got your first order. You were so excited. How did you continue to ensure that your business stood out?
Well, no matter where on the map we get it there, that's an advantage that we have, because a lot of places they don't deliver to certain places because it's too far, or that's out of their zone, or we deliver island wide, and people just appreciate that. Especially, let me tell you, I have my own vehicle, but I still pay for delivery because sometimes I just want to be home and I don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave, yeah. The convenience.
The convenience, yeah. So people basically like the convenience, and that just putting it out there, they responded, I guess.
Right. Now, I think that made your business stand out as well. The fact that you deliver anywhere on the map. A lot of others companies in that industry do have zones because of the expense that you would incur, going into certain locations, gas, etc., manpower, and all that. Was that something that you thought of and you said, okay, maybe if we go about it this way, we can cover that expense? So how were you so able to just go throughout the island without, thinking of these little steps?
I thought of all of that. I also thought of where I lived at Kako Babono. Nobody didn't want to offer delivery to Kako Babono, and I'm like, Kako not a place. Because they say like it's too far, that's out of the zone and all of that. And I thought, if I am willing to pay whatever they are asking for delivery, somebody else must be willing. Like yesterday, that's the first time we ever so far in that zone, Bexo. Who would have thought somebody would ever want to pay for delivery at Bexo, but somebody did it.
Yeah.
So I thought of that, and I also thought of wear and tear. The way that I look at it is, it's not one customer that will cause wear and tear on the vehicle. It's many customers. As long as I take care of my assets, it will be fine. I have the manpower. As long as I could do it at the time, then why deprive a customer?
All right. So let's talk about the manpower, because your business is growing. And let's just run through as well the services that you offer, because in addition to the gas tank delivery, you also do transportation services, grocery delivery services. Like, go through that list of all what you offer.
Okay, so we offer everything you could think of. We do cylinder delivery. So you call, you tell us your cylinder size, because Rubis has 2 sizes, the color, and we deliver. What we do not go to collect an empty cylinder from the customer, because that is wasting time. Okay. We have our own empty cylinders that we purchase, and we just buy your gas, bring it for you, and then take your empty. So that smooths the process. We do grocery shopping and delivery. So I would go into a grocery store. You could request which one you want us to go into. I shop for you. I deliver it right to your house. Yes, we do that. We do staff transfer. If a business wants a staff transfer, because we have more than one vehicle, we could facilitate that. I do private transfer as well. So if you just want to go someplace, you don't want to drive, or you don't have a vehicle and you want somebody to pick you up, we do that as well. We do courier services. That's our business side of it. So we do courier services for business places. We do basically everything. We do flower delivery. We do package delivery. We deliver cakes. We deliver everything. As long as you have something that needs to be delivered, it will be delivered.
Wow. Now, what is the process like in order to utilize your service? Does somebody just give a call, send a WhatsApp message, and say, I'd like to have this by 8 o'clock?
Okay.
And it's done?
As long as you give us advance notice, it can be done.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could use our different means of communication. You could use Instagram to message us. We could take orders from there. You could WhatsApp. We have WhatsApp. You could call. You could email. Any form of communication that you prefer, you could contact us via those means.
Okay. And you did say that you have another vehicle now, so you've had to expand on your assets, right? You had to get more vehicles. And what about your staff complement? How many people do you have working in order to ensure that you take care of all these deliveries?
Okay, currently it's just 4, but hopefully soon, if demand grows, we could actually expand. And I do plan on expanding into other things, but not right now.
Yeah. Well, 4 sounds like, enough for the times that we are in. So you're able to manage with 4. How are you able to manage the requests coming in? If you have 5 people wanting something by a certain time, and nowadays traffic is unpredictable. We have all these little issues that may pop up. How are you able to manage all these different forms of communication to get everything done in a good turnaround time?
Okay, well, I manage all social media, email, everything. So I would see, so then I would be able to relay the information. But what we try to encourage is that if you want something for a certain time, then we need enough notice, because there are things beyond our control, like traffic. Sometimes a customer may have called before you, just to ease the process. We just like customers to give us at least 1 to 2 hours notice, so that you could have your item before the time that you actually want it. That way it makes it easier, and we can plan for the unexpected.
All right. Now, and you do have your corporate job.
Yes, I do.
So how are you balancing, this business which needs attention? It's not a business where you could just say, okay, I have my business, and you could carry on. You have to constantly put effort and focus into your business. And then you have your normal 9 to 5. How are you able to manage the two?
It's very difficult. Very difficult, but thankfully I have supportive co-workers, very supportive. I am very happy about that. And a lot of the stuff I try to do away from my normal working hours. I use my lunch. I basically just eat, and while I eating, doing something for MAP. So, and also, like I said again, my friends are very, 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 very supportive. They work in the 9 to 5 too, but they're doing things for MAP.
Right.
So it's all hands on deck. I'm just grateful for a supportive team, and that's how I believe I've been able to make it so far.
To function.
Yeah.
All right. So also, I would love you to talk about the fact that, like we said, the business started in March 2021, which is very recent. COVID was already a thing for us here. Was that the reason why you said, this would be the best time to do it, because of the convenience? Or was it just something like you said, regardless of the fact that this is happening, we should start the business, even if there's a bigger level of uncertainty now because of COVID?
Honestly, COVID played a big part in it, because I believe this is a business that would thrive in COVID, because when COVID had just started, let me tell you, I didn't want to leave my home.
Right.
When I reached home, everything have to be sanitized, the grocery store. So I didn't even want to go to the supermarket, So I'm like, well, if I had someone to do certain things for me, I would have made them do it, or I would have paid to do it just for my safety, especially given the fact that certain members of my family were high risk.
Okay.
So, if I could have afforded doing certain things, I would have done it. And I'm like, why am I sitting on this good idea for so long and not doing nothing about it? I mean, I just figured it was the perfect time.
Yeah, I think so too. It's quite a convenient service. And like you said, a lot of people don't want to go out. A lot of people don't want to go and get things because of that fear. So, but how are you able to manage to ensure that your workers are safe as well when you do your deliveries? How are you incorporating the safety measures in there for COVID?
Okay, well, I provide everything, sanitizer, wipes, everything you could think of. I would provide them with it, and I would always say before and after, sanitize. Before you, when you go back into the vehicle after you've dealt with a customer, sanitize. Sanitizer is your best friend. Basically.
Yeah, especially with a service like that.
Because you have to interact. Especially if you could wash your hands. If you get someplace to wash your hands, you should do that as well. And I sanitize everything. I will sanitize the steering wheel. I will sanitize the door handle.
It's important,
Yes.
It's important. So we can't fault you for that. I see as well you also have loyalty cards available with your business. How does that work?
The customers love the loyalty card. They will call and say, today I'm getting a free delivery.
So I'm going to use it.
Yes, so I'm going to use it, yes.
All right. So how do you get to have a loyalty card? Do you have to first place an order and then you receive what?
Yes. So when you place an order, I would just supply with it works as a business card as well. So sometimes when I give you a business card, you have a loyalty card, right? So the loyalty is to the back, the business card is to the front.
Okay, I like that. And what about partnerships? Are you teaming up with any specific businesses to help drive traffic? Because I think it's a good idea as well. If businesses know they could get their products to customers, they can use MAP to build that bridge. Is that something that you're looking at?
Yes, it is. I already have a few partners, but I'm trying to expand currently.
All right.
So they use MAP to do their delivery for the customers. If a customer wants delivery, they would call us. We have quite a few that we always do deliveries for.
And what can we expect from MAP? Because this is a nice little business that you have going on, and you're getting good traction from it. Like you said, you've been getting a lot of support from your friend Sharon on social media. That's how I found out about the business. I saw it in somebody's stories, and I was like, okay. I saw an airport transfer that you were doing, and I was like, okay, this sounds like a nice little business going on. And then there's so much. You take care of prescriptions and all that in there. What are some of the other things, if you mind sharing what you can share with us for your company in the future?
Okay, there's something I'm currently working on, but I don't want to.
You don't want to put the cat out.
Yeah, I don't want to put it out there. I've had bad experiences with that. But it's going to be coming soon. Hopefully by the end of the year, people could look out for it. But no promises, because COVID is slowing everything down.
Yes.
So, but we are working on ways to expand our current business.
Right. And I find it's just so easy to fit into different aspects in terms of needs. Like right now it's back to school. I'm sure there are a lot of parents who are dreading having to go and look for books and stuff and supplies. Is that also a service that you would offer right now?
Yes, we are offering that actually.
Ooh,
so
perfect.
you could just send us your book list, and when you send the book list, you tell us everything you want. We shop around for you. We compare prices. If it's one thing my mother taught me, you must compare prices. I will compare prices for you, and then you could let us know which one you want to go with, or you could just pay for us just to go compare the prices, and you could go buy it yourself if you want. That you could choose which service works for you, what you can afford.
Now, for services like that, in terms of pricing, how do you go about getting paid? Because I could send you a message with my book list and ask you to get the prices for me, or compare the prices like you said. And I mean that there has to be some form of payment. You will not come at my home wherever I am to look for me for the money. So how are you able to maneuver around these types of orders where you don't actually go to the customer for payments?
Okay, well, we accept penny pinch.
Okay.
We also accept online payments via Bank of St.Lucia, First National as well, and we accept cash. For an order like that, we would divert the customer to our online means of payment. So there are 3 means that they could choose from.
Okay, that's great. So persons don't always have to deal with cash. That's another safety measure that you have in place. You could pay online and just get the items or services done for you.
For any service that you choose, you could choose to pay that way.
All right, that's gonna be. I'm happy that you have those means in place. So there's really anything that you need to get done. MAP is here to get it done for you. Really convenient service there. So what is the contact information that you could share with us if somebody needs to get something anywhere around the island? How can we get in contact with you?
Okay, so you could call us at 733-1497, 287-6116. We have both telecommunications company for your convenience. You could also reach us via email at mapserviceslu@gmail.com and via Instagram at mapserviceslu and Facebook.
All right, we're looking forward to that, and I know things will get busy, during the end of the year, Christmas and stuff, and Yeah, that's a nice little thing to have under your belt. And so congratulations to you and your partner on actually going through with it. Like you said, he was sitting on the idea for a while. And you know, sometimes it's good because sometimes you need that little push from somebody. And you were the push. You were the one who said
he had been telling me about it for a long time, and I just did. To be quite honest, I didn't think it would work. And then one day I just messaged a friend of mine, Marla. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you, Marla.
I just messaged her and said, Marla, I didn't even have the name of the business, honestly. The name of the business. She came up with the name of the business.
Okay.
I just told her, Marla, okay, I finally ready to do it now. I finally ready to start the business, and you know, let's just do it. That same day, she sent me flyers. She had a logo. The Instagram page was up like that same day. I kid you not. I told her that it was like after 1. By 8 p.m. we had a logo. We had a motto. Everything was a
wow.
Everything was
she's definitely a part of the business.
Definitely. She was like, how do we get a name? So I'm like, I don't even know. And then we just came up with it. My partner's name is Miguel Aaron Polius. His initials is MAP.
Oh, look at that. All
so
right.
that's how we came up with the name. And then she's like, no matter where on the map, we get it there.
Wow.
And that's it.
Look at that. Now, you did mention that initially you were like, I don't think it will work, but I'll still try it. Why didn't you think it would work? And if so, why bother try it?
I was like, well, we're going to pay for cylinder delivery. To be honest, that was me at first. And then when COVID came on now, I was like, okay. I think the moment came when I don't remember where exactly I was, but I just saw it. I saw the person struggling with the cylinder, and I'm like, that's the money that I'll pay for cylinder delivery. But it wouldn't be enough to sustain us, and that's when I came up with everything else. And I spoke to my friend, and she was an amazing help.
All right. And looking back at it, you're happy that you took that step, even if there was some sort of hesitancy to get the job done.
I see so much potential, to be honest. I'm happy with where we are now. Of course, there is improvement to be done, but I didn't expect it to get like this. I expected a little more time to pass, but
yeah, but it's all working out for you.
It's working out.
Well,
yes.
Tamika, that's a great experience that you had. I love the fact that, you know, there are some people who are super confident when they have an idea and they go for it. There are others who, like you, were a little hesitant because, you know, you're thinking of, okay, if it doesn't work, X, Y, and Z, how am I going to go about it? But you still went for it after you saw a little sign.
I got a sign.
You got a little sign like, hey, go ahead and do it. What words of encouragement would you have for somebody who's sitting on an idea, just like you two, and they're not taking that step forward? They don't know how to go against the fear.
Okay, well, I would tell them, don't be like me. I could have been mapped from 2 years ago, and I could have been so much further.
I could have been mapped 2 years ago, but I waited. Yeah.
I could have been so much further. So don't, doubt yourself. I believe if you have passion and you put the work into it, what may seem like, oh no, that'll not work, it will work. It's not the idea, but it's the person behind the idea. You may feel like it will not work, but as long as you have good people behind you and you passionate, you want to go after something, then you should do it. You just never know.
Yeah. Because an idea is one thing, but the passion and the drive that you put into it can make it. Because two people can have the same idea, and it could go completely different. It's because of the effort that you put into something. Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Tamika. So, MAP Services SLU, you could follow them on Instagram and on Facebook as well. On Facebook as well, yeah. And whatever you need, give them a call, and they'll take care of you anywhere anywhere on the map, they got you covered. Thank you so much for joining us today. Behind the Business brought to you compliments Courts Ready Cash, and we do it each and every Tuesday, 1 o'clock here on The Wave. If you need that money, you need to get things done, you could give them a call, 457-8100. You could visit their website, readyfinancecaribbean.com, or you could visit any location and you're good to go. You could start fresh with the cash you need. Remember, Courts Ready Cash also offers CPI, which is credit protection insurance on all loans. So if you lose your job or you've been made redundant, they will take care of you. You're covered for 1 year of payment. So that's some peace of mind there. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll do it again next week, Tuesday. Behind the Business brought to you compliments Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Entrepreneurship can be lonely, and starting a business is tough, not just on the practical grind, but on of modern music.
Get your praise from someone else.
I made no promises.
One kiss is all it takes. If a girl touch me, me nah say me nah
What
be
you
that.
tell when you are buying you, be more careful, do you can find
Stay connected all day, every day. WhatsApp us anytime. 727-4474. The Wave, 94.5 and 93.7 FM. The home of modern music.
Get your praise from someone else.
I made no promises.
One kiss is all it takes. If a girl touch me, me nah say me nah
What
be
you
that.
tell when you are buying you, be more careful, do you can find
Stay connected all